Welcome to Studio 58. My name is Jalen Birkby, your senior class president, and we have some news for you.
I'm Marcy, your senior class vice president.
My name's Mia, and I'm Thurston's ASB president.
It's Lily Tubby, ASB president.
Here at Studio 58, we're all about entertainment, inspiration, information, and news. And now a word from Principal Towie.
I got an important announcement today. We are ready for seniors to come and pick up their caps and gowns. So May 20th on Wednesday from noon till 6 p.m. we will be at Thurston High School in the south parking lot next to Dutch Bros. Seniors, you can come, one car, bring people, one car, be safe. Tents will be in the south lot where we will be ready to give you your caps and gowns, honor cords, your announcements, varsity letters and pins. We've got a little gift for you. Also, we're going to need you to return some things. If you have uniforms, if you have any equipment, if you have textbooks, if you have calculators, if you've borrowed any items from Thurston High School, please make sure to bring those back on May 20th as well. Now, if you need access to the PE or team rooms, we can work that out as well. We're going to be escorting students in one at a time. You also will be able to pick up some projects if you have one in the CTE room. 9th through 11th graders, haven't forgotten you. We're going to take care of the seniors first. I will be in touch. Hope this finds everybody well. Happy Friday. Take care of yourselves. Keep going to class, earning those credits. We'll talk soon.
Let's now hear an inspirational quote from our staff.
Perseverance is a great
element of success.
If you knock
long enough and
loud enough
at the gate,
you will surely
wake up somebody. Wow, what a great message.
Now let's hear from the counseling department.
Hey everybody, Mrs. Maceman here from the counseling department with your mental health tip of the week. Sleep. So I've talked to so many students who are not getting enough sleep. Either they're not falling asleep, they're waking up in the middle of the night, sleeping in, all of the things. And so my tip for you, which you're not going to like, is for you to remove the screens from your room. Your cell phone, a TV, a computer. When we're looking at screens before we go to bed, our brains are active and they're on, and our brains think that it's awake time, and it's not releasing the hormones to tell our bodies to rest and relax. Another thing that I want to tell you about is next week is going to be a school-wide virtual student mental health week. And you will get more information about this in this Counseling Google Classroom on Instagram and Facebook, and hopefully some of your teachers will push it out to you as well. But every day will be a different activity for you to do to help raise your mental health.
This is so great, everyone. Let's head on over to Miss DeHaven and see what she has to say about Grad Night.
I am here in front of Thurston High School, where behind me is the new banner that a generous donor donated to honor our wonderful seniors. I just want to say, be sure you guys come by, take a picture in front of it, have a memory or two here in front of the high school. We have also a fun surprise coming up during the cap and gown pickup distribution day.
Back to you, Kanega.
Hey, thanks, Studio 58. Kanega offsite. Just want to let you guys know, check out Thurston Instagram. Remember, there's a link tree. Link in the bio. It has all kinds of things you can access. Instagram, Thurston News, Thurston's homepage, Facebook, College and Career Center. So go ahead and click that link and check it out. All right, back to you.
Now let's hear from our Dean of Students, Mr. Taylor.
One of the routines that I miss with my job is standing at that south lot gate with a cup of coffee in my hand on those cold mornings and having a quick, short dialogue back and forth with you. I really cherish and miss those times. An important routine as a student is also just staying connected. So making sure that you're attending your classes when you're scheduled for your classes, making sure that you're not just there in the room on Google Meet, but you're also actively participating. I know students and teachers really appreciate that if you can turn your camera on and actively engage in that conversation learning. And also stay active in your learning. We have these learning grids that are due once a week or once every 2 weeks. Making sure you turn those in. If you can't turn those in for some reason, communicate with your teacher, email your teacher, and they're more than willing to work with you and they want to support you. So speaking of supports, we have tons of supports at Thurston. The supports we had before, they were offline. We brought a lot of those online. So the counseling office, you can check out the main school website. They have a link there. You can set up a Google Meet with your counselor. They're always available to help you. They're awesome. We have the College Career Center set up. We have the tutoring center that's now also online as well. Lots of resources. Your teachers are available 1 to 3 on office hours. Tons of supports. We just want you to reach out to us. Get into routine of doing that.
Thank you. Now it's time to hear from one of our assistant principals, the queen herself, Miss Cole.
Due to the quarantine and the stay-at-home, stay-safe order, this is what a few of our staff members, and myself included, have been up to. I've been creating paper mache animals, doing lots of puzzles, and a heck of a lot of coffee. What about you?
I've been getting swole!
Hammocking.
Gardening. Drinking coffee.
Walking.
Running.
My backyard.
Cooking.
Running.
Knitting.
Warzone.
More puppy time.
Taking online classes.
Baking.
Legos.
Gardening.
Puzzles.
Hiking.
Yard work.
Criminal Minds, and
Walking. Now let's hear from Mr. Stark in the athletic department.
Big date coming up next week, next Wednesday, May 20th from 12 to 6 o'clock p.m. It's going to be an opportunity to return uniforms. So all of you winter and spring sport athletes, baseball, softball, girls lacrosse, tennis, boys basketball and girls basketball, if you still have uniforms, game uniforms, those need to be returned on May 20th between 12 and 6 p.m. You can also get your stuff back. If you had things in the team rooms, we will escort you down to the team rooms. Please come by on May 20th between 12 and 6 p.m. That'll also be an opportunity to pick up your letters if you earned a letter, bars, pins, things like that. Finally, we have a wonderful video tribute to our seniors, and we'll release that on Instagram, Facebook, all of the school and athletic social media sites. You'll see this great video. We hope you enjoy it, and we want to give a huge shout out to Luis Romero for putting that together for us.
thank you. That is so great. I'm just laying here on the floor, Kanega off-site, a little bit embarrassing, but that reminds me. Time for some embarrassing staff stories. Let's check it out.
My most embarrassing teacher moment happened when I was a first-year teacher. It was the morning. Somebody raised their hand and they said, "Mrs. Hellwig," and I said, "Yes, child, please, what can I do to help you?" And they said, "Mrs. Hellwig, did you know that your shoes don't match?" And I looked down at my shoes, and indeed, they did not match.
When I was in high school, I went to a dance, and I got a little too low, and my pants split clear down the middle, so I had to spend the rest of the night wearing my tuxedo jacket around my waist, like a sweatshirt.
The most embarrassing moment in high school was I made a banner and I had misspelled the word Chevrolet on it. And for the rest of the year, I would get stopped in the hallway and told how to correctly spell the word Chevrolet.
One day, as I was going through teaching, my internet froze. The problem is that my face looked like this when it happened. So my kids had to stare at that facial expression for 2 to 3 minutes while I logged back in. And while that happened, some of them made screenshots, and others started to use that as their profile picture.
So one of my most embarrassing moments was when I was cheerleading in college, and at the end of the first half of a game, somebody tried to throw a half-court shot, knowing that it was off target, wasn't going to go in. I turned to look away. Well, the ball went off one of the supports for the hoop and came and hit me right in the side of the face.
Most embarrassing time, I was in kindergarten and it was show and tell day, and one of my classmates brought some giant goose eggs. Turns out they were rotten, and when my classmate wasn't looking, I decided to play with those goose eggs, and they broke. And they broke in my lap, and I had rotten goose egg all over my clothes. That was pretty embarrassing. So there's my moment. Guys, have a great week, and go Colts.